Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Faces. Thank you for tuning in again and thank you for all your support for the first video. You guys are amazing. I say this a lot in my videos. If it weren't for you people, there wouldn't be this. This wouldn't really be traveling anywhere, but just know that I'm ever so grateful. You guys are amazing and I hope that this next episode blesses you as well. Today's topic is limitations. So in the previous video, I spoke about the need to have a message to express your cause, to fight for your cause. Everyone has something that they want to fight for, something that they really believe in, which is awesome. And now that we've confirmed that, I pose the question, why aren't you doing what you're meant to be doing? Why aren't you fighting for that cause? Why aren't you stepping out? Why aren't you breaking forth? Which brings us to our topic, limitations. I've spoken about it in a previous video, the little Android videos, we'll call them that, on the fear of failure, the fear of rejection is, two of the main limitations that are out there, but those aren't the only ones. Sometimes it's not fear of failure, or sometimes people have even failed already. There are a lot of things, personal limitations as well, that stop us from wanting to step out. They can vary. Like for me, it wasn't just the fear of failure or the fear of rejection. I had a fear of, putting myself out there. I didn't know what people were going to think. I didn't think that I was worthy or capable of spreading a message. I sat there and I'm like, who am I? I'm this little child who's speaking. Why would I want to share anything? I didn't see anything special about me. You see all those limitations there that I didn't see who I was. I didn't believe in myself. Lack of belief, not knowing your identity. Those are other limitations that we take for granted. That little comment you leave by the side where you just say, it's not for me, I'm not good enough. That's a limitation there. If you look at the root, you'll see that it stems from something a lot deeper. We don't just say a lot of these things just because. They come from somewhere deeper than this. Maybe someone told you, you're not capable of doing something, and you've held on to that. And you may not, while now you may not remember what that person said, you might find yourself echoing what happened. Perfect example. I never wanted to cut my hair because when I first cut my hair in the first grade, when I came to school, everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone, the guys did. And my very sensitive self didn't realize that's just how little 6-year-old boys were. They'd laugh at everything. To me, I thought, okay, I look ugly with short hair. I never want to cut it again. And I carried that with me until the beginning of this year. 2nd of January, that's the first time I cut my hair and I went natural. Then I got tired of the mess that was my hair because it was a real struggle. And I decided, let me just cut it up. And here we are. I broke past that limitation and I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. Now, imagine what would happen if everyone took their limitations and they broke through them. Yours might not be as simple as mine. It might not be picking up a pair of scissors to cut or visiting the barber. Maybe something really traumatic has happened to you. And while you may think that you've gotten past it, you've actually just covered it up. And because of the pain and the unresolved issues from there, you're not able to reach out to people. You don't feel like you can believe in yourself. Maybe it was an altercation with a parent. Maybe someone close to you really hurt you in a bad way. It could range from anything. I just want to let you know, I'm just here to tell you that you are bigger than your limitations. You are way bigger than them. Even though your mind may try and magnify them and make you know that, this, you can't get past this. You can never be rich. You can never, set up the business that you want to. You can never be a speaker. You can never be a straight A student. Those are all things that stem from the voices of other people. But when you turn and you actually look at yourself and you look at what you have, it may not be physically, but inside. Everyone is born with something, with a gift, be it creativity, maybe you're really funny. That's a gift right there. Maybe you're really athletic, or you just have a knack for a certain thing. It might not be the biggest, most out there, talent that you might have, but the fact that you have it means that there's a reason for it. There's something that needs to be done with it. It might not be on a large scale. Maybe, every person has a different reach. We all have different groups of people. Some people are destined to reach out to the world. Some people are community, but the effect remains priceless. It remains valuable. Because while you may be, destined to just, help like a small group of people, that small group of people will end up impacting another group of people. So ideally, you could actually say we're all world changers. It just happens in different ways. You are a world changer. You watching right now, you are. In whatever aspect, it doesn't matter. It could be in the financial sector, it could be in the creative arts, it could be as a doctor, it could be as a graphic designer, it could be as a normal designer, it could be as an art student. It is limitless. That is why all these streams exist, for you to go out there and flourish and just overflow with awesomeness into the world. There is a part of the world that does need it, but they won't get it until you break past those limitations. And then until you break past that fear, you break past that pain, you break past, the resentment that you may be holding, you break past that disbelief, until because I can sit here and encourage you and uplift you as much, but it's you that ultimately takes the first step. It's you that ultimately decides to leave it behind, to deal with it. You don't just get past a limitation by saying, okay, today I'm going to move past it. You actually need to sit down, and it may not be easy, but it's necessary. You sit down and you actually trace back, maybe you have a fear of reaching out to people. You sit there and you trace back, why is it exactly I'm afraid to reach out to people? And if there are things there that you need to talk about, maybe to a friend, to a professional, or maybe something you need to pray about or write down, you find a way to work past it so you can also set yourself free. Because there's no form of bondage that's actually beneficial. For you to be bound, to be captured, to be captive to something, no. There's no place that is ever good, especially if it brings you pain and it stops you from being the amazing being you were designed to be. So I just want you to take some time. I really like you to sit down and actually wonder, the things you've settled for. The things where you said, okay, I'm not going to do this because, man, I can't do that. Why? Why can't you? I'm not cut out for this. Why aren't you cut out for it? Why are you writing yourself off? Have you tried it out before? And when you tried it out, did you give it your all? And if it didn't work out, did you find something else to do? There are so many venues and opportunities for you to go through. So you can't tell me that because one didn't work out or you didn't try out one that, it's the end for you. You're just born to be, nothing. No one was born to be nothing. What was the purpose of coming into this earth? Our lives are so much more complex than just, like I said in the first video, inhaling and exhaling, and then hitting the ground and dying. There's so much more to that. So I'd like to encourage you to see past your limitations, to actually take the time to analyze why they're there, especially ones that are stopping you from being the great person you were designed to be. Because you are great, whether you think so or not. I'm actually telling you, you are. And it's for you to find out why. So I just really, really, really like to encourage you, take time to actually analyze the barriers you've put in your life, the things you've allowed to stop you from doing the things you want to do. If there's a roadblock, there's always a way around it. So maybe you might not have the finances for your idea. You can find a way around it to start with a more financially feasible option. I'm talking from experience here. There are a lot of the things I've wanted to do that require finances. But the finances weren't there, so I had to find my way to navigate through it. And it worked out. You'd actually be surprised how a lot of the things I've done, I haven't even needed to really spend that much. But those are for one-on-one conversations. Those are things that I'll talk about here. So that's just all I wanted to let you know. Dig deep, find the things that are restraining you and break past them, because you can. You really, really can. So yeah, thank you for listening to episode 2. I hope that it made sense. I hope that it resonated within you and it really touched you. And I really hope that it encourages someone to break past the things that have been stopping them before. For episode 2, please don't forget to, share with your friends on any platform. If you want to follow me, if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Facebook. Find me on Twitter if you really want to, Snapchat, Instagram. Like, subscribe, and comment below. You guys are amazing. Have a great day.